I'm on board Damarri. She's an Alan Pape Ebbtide, or I should say she's a customised Alan Pape Ebbtide, because there is a 33 footer and there's a 36 footer. This one's 39 foot, and we've been invited aboard by her owner, Paul Jefferies, and his wife Ute, and they have sailed around the world in this boat. We're at Pin Mill at the moment, and we're going to go for a sail in a fairly stiff, I think it's just east of south breeze, and we'll see how we get on. Well, here we are on Damarri. We've had a nice little sail today and a stiff breeze. I've only seen a tiny part of what she can do. You built her and you've taken her around the world with your wife, Ute. Just tell us a little bit about what you like about this boat, what she's done for you, how she's looked after you.
Yeah, looking after us, she really has looked after us. When we started the project, I quickly realised that we were going to need a very, very strong boat. You need to be able to trust your equipment, you need to be able to have faith in how the boat is going to handle. And it's a steel boat, it's very, very strong. We have been attacked by a whale, we hit a rock that shouldn't have been there in Australia, and basically survived it. It survived incidents that would have sunk other boats. She's easy to handle, upwind and downwind, not particularly close-winded, but then most of going around the world is downwind sailing. She has tiller steering because I like a tiller, and a very, very strong rudder. I did an exercise once in trying to steer a boat with simulated rudder failure, and I thought that's never got to happen to me. And it's got a full-length steel rudder with 5 1-inch hinge points. What else can I tell you? All the rigging is oversized, and the sails are all of very heavy gauge fabric, and she's looked after us.
The phrase bulletproof comes to mind, I think.
Indeed, indeed, yes.
Yeah,
she is. We trust her. She's got no bad habits, apart from going astern.
Yeah, with a long keel you can't avoid that.
Steering astern with long keelers is not for the faint-hearted.
Are you happy with this boat? She's looked after you?
It's a very strong boat, but obviously I haven't built the boat. It was my husband, and he knows how everything functions, and I didn't get involved with that too much. But I'm coming from a non-sailing background. In Germany, in the south of Germany, there is no sea, and I didn't meet any water until I met up with Paul in England, and the sailing. But I would suggest to anybody out there, if you're an outdoor person, just go and have a go at it. I mean, we didn't plan going around the world. It happens as you go along. You take it bit by bit, and you venture out further and further. So it wasn't a plan where we set out we're going around the world. It didn't go like that. But I would encourage everybody to have a go if they can. If they're outdoor people, you can do it.
That's a really important point, because I think a lot of people find it too daunting to say I'm going round the world. But in fact, the journey of 1,000 yards or whatever, it starts with the first step, and so you could just say, right, we're going to go to Harwich today, and then from there you could cross the North Sea, and then from there you could go a bit further. And I guess that's maybe a good way of looking at a global voyage.
You need to look at it if you want to cross an ocean, because your boat has to be safe enough to do that.
Yes.
But then after that, I mean, the world is your place. You can go wherever you like, and
you have.
Yes, It's wonderful to be back home safe.
Yes.
We've been very, very lucky. Some people haven't made it. So we're enjoying our bit of life on land at the moment.
Good.
Yes.
So we've had a good sail on the River Orwell today in a good fresh breeze. Damarri is a big heavy boat and a very safe, sound. She's a real little ship, cutter rigged with a big Yankee set fairly high up, a staysail and a good high aspect main, and they've pushed her along very well, both on and off the wind. She's been a joy to sail. You can see, just how far you could go in a boat like this. I mean, the world is your oyster in a boat like this. I mean, she's been hit by a sperm whale and survived that. She got her anchor wrapped around a coral reef and got off that. She's had plenty of adventures, and all the time, every time she's come through it without a scratch. Okay, well, we've concluded our test sail of the Alan Pape 39, and I have to say she's a big heavy beast on the wind, but she turned nevertheless through the moorings. You want to allow plenty of leeway, and she carries a lot of weight. She weighs 20 tons, so it's not surprising, but nevertheless she still handled very well, as long as you judged and allowed the fact she's got a long keel and she weighs a lot. You need plenty of turning room, but she nevertheless did turn down very well, and we had 7.1 knots out of her with 18 knots apparent. That was over the ground. So she's an impressive boat. Certainly looked after Paul and his wife in their global voyage, and I think that were I going to make one, then yeah, you couldn't go far wrong with a boat like this.